Hari Om. Welcome to Vedānta Jñana Yajña. Today is the most auspicious day of the Indian independence. Today we celebrate the 75th year of our independence. Please join me for a beautiful prayer. समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ. Today we start with the glory of our motherland, our nation, Mahabharati. Please allow me a few more extra seconds to sing this beautiful song for Mother India. Jaya Vishwa Shanti Karin, Jaya Panchashila Charin, Jaya Dharma Chakravartin, Jaya Lok Rajdharin, Jaya Vishwa Shanti Karin, Jaya Panchashila Charin, Jaya Dharma Chakravartin, Jaya Lok Rajdharin. Jaya Hai, Jaya Hind Hai, Bhunand Hai, Namaste, Namaste. मेरे साथ बोलिए, भारत माता की जय, भारत माता की जय. Independence, two words. The independence, dependence and in, without any dependence, completely on its own. In Sanskrit it is called Swarajya. But we need to ask a question to ourselves. What independence are we talking about? Can there be more than one independence? Surely there can be. This is the main crux of our talk today. Let me quickly take you to the basic independence that we speak of. Independence of the use of this body. We are so blessed to have a strong, healthy body with two strong hands and fantastic, powerful limbs, which carry us from place to place, which give us mobility. Our hands give us the ability to do things. This is the physical freedom that we enjoy. But they are not all so lucky. There are many who do not have this. For them, achieving mobility itself is freedom. Going to the next level of mental freedom. We are fortunate that we have a sound mind by which we can think, we can imagine, we can do all those things that we want to do by thinking clearly. This is a great thing to have. It's a great freedom to achieve, to have. There are so many we know who do not have this faculty. For example, the animal world. They only react. They can only instinctively act. But human beings have this ability of thinking, which makes them freer, more. They can use their own abilities. Next level of freedom comes the intellectual freedom. Now, this intellectual freedom is not enjoyed by all, because intellectual freedom means the power of creativity, to create something out of something else, to imagine, design and execute. This is one of the very few freedoms that very few human beings enjoy. For those who enjoy this, there is a different connotation of freedom altogether. Vedanta asks us this question: are these the only freedom that we speak of? In and through all these three freedoms of the body, of the mind, and of the intellect, is an underlying bondage which holds us back, which makes us feel the need of wanting to have more, to do something else, to get something else. The wanting and needing is only required by such an individual who considers himself or herself as incomplete. Think. If I feel complete in my own, why would I need anything else? One would argue, oh, but I need food. This is a requirement for the body. It's a limitation of the body. Therefore, if you feel that body is everything, then you will certainly feel limited at some point or the other. You may be the fittest human being on earth, but a point in time will come when your body ability will be limited and you will feel incomplete, dependent. Similarly, the mind can only reach so much. It can only think so much. It cannot go beyond. And therefore, a point in time comes that all the people who are thinkers, they also feel the urge of knowing something more. Limitation is there too. What to speak about creation? We know, other than the 5 Maha elements, the great elements, we cannot create anything else. Out of this only we have to move something. Therefore, the limitation of human is in and through all the three, the physical, the mental, and the intellectual. This is where Vedanta says that go for the highest, that which is beyond the body, mind, and intellect, that freedom which is boundless, which makes you free of all the bondages ever. Mind, intellect, and the body. They are of the realm of Maya, which is ever changing, ever moving. How can we ever think of being completely free of our wishes, of our wants? It is impossible so long as we are identified with the body or the mind or the intellect or a complete combination of all these three to be independent fully. Yes, we require bodily independence so that we can do what we feel like. We need our mental independence so that we can think freely. We need our creativity to come out. So intellectual freedom is required also. But above all, the way we are bound by needs, requirements, we need to be free of them. And as Shastra says, only a man of perfection, of perfect knowledge can achieve this. Because to achieve knowledge, when we speak of knowledge in Vedanta, it means the knowledge of the self, that who you truly are. This knowledge is only gained by Shastra, by the scriptures. But we can't read the scriptures and directly understand. We've spoken about this. It will mislead us because our understanding of the words is different from the understanding of the scriptures want to explain. This is why scriptures ask us to go to the Guru, who will guide us to the right direction and give the right meaning of the scriptures to us. And finally, the third step of abiding in that consciousness, in that freedom. Vedanta says, you are Satchidananda. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Existence, consciousness, and bliss. We were speaking of the three freedoms of the body, mind, and intellect. Isn't the goal of all these three happiness and peace? You may be a democratic person, or you may be a commercial-minded person, or for that matter, you may be from the point of view of secularism. Any point of view you may be, the final goal you are looking for is peace and happiness, everlasting peace and happiness. And whichever which we have spoken just now, they can only give you a temporary happiness, because they're all related to the body or the mind or the intellect or the combination of this. Only when you reach out fully, completely to your own inner self, that when you realize that you are Satchidananda, consciousness, existence and bliss, which is infinite. This is why, so brilliantly, the Shastra says that Aham Brahmasmi. The great Mahavakya says, I am that Brahman. I am that what I am seeking. All our lives, we search and seek bliss and happiness. We volunteer ourselves to be in the company of such great people who have bliss and peace. We campaign for bliss and peace. But when the time comes to choose to vote, we always choose the body, the mind and intellect. And we lose the focus on the reality, that what you really are. In our next sessions, we are going to discuss the steps, precise steps, as mentioned in the Shastras, how to reach to the stage of being the man of perfection, who is 100% free from all the bondages of the body, of the mind, and of the intellect. With this, we take a Viram today. Please join me in singing this glorious mantra from the Vedas, from the Upanishads.